All right, mate. Catch you in a bit, mate. Right, let's get some commentators invited into it. Mr. Hammerbush.
Just testing my voice.
How are we?
How I am indeed.
How we am.
There is space in this room for...
I have invited Stato as well.
Alright. Well, I'm jumping in before fucking Stato again.
And we are live at the moment to Mr. Hammerbush. So obviously...
You've been doing my voice checks whilst you're live.
Yes, yes. and language checks as well. I think we're live. The stream's not up yet. Yes, it is. So we are live now at Monza for round 6 of Division 2 of OFR. For an action-packed first race. I couldn't actually tell you who won the first race, actually.
It was Racer Tay.
Racer Tay. I'm surprised. He's been quick all season. I certainly think he's right up there with the top end. Four things. Let's get the championship tables and stuff up at the moment. That'll be another win for Racer Tay. That will take him to his third win of the season.
I'm sure it was Racer Tay, that one. You've got me questioning myself now.
No, I know that. I know there was.
Thing for me to step inside my own mind.
I know they were up there. So, yep. Let's get all the necessary business done on here. Oh, I'm actually I'm in the room, as in a car. This isn't going to work. I need to exit this. Yeah. I might just drive this race as well. We'll see. Spectate menu. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and Ash when he turns up. We are, let's say, we are now definitely at Monza for round 6. Here's Stato, who's going to have his interesting fact of the day.
Sky is blue.
Sky's blue.
That is a very interesting fact. And
it's not actually
factually accurate.
Actually, factually inaccurate. Sky's actually black. It's the light from the sun that makes it appear blue, I do believe. So, well done, Stato. Your proclamation earlier not to have a fake fact of the day lasted long.
Hold on, I'm going to do a Sky check. Yes, I live up north. It's grim.
No, Grim is a Rod and Pollux driver from D1. Honestly, this is going to be carnage today. Carnage in the comms room. So let's have a quick flick through, see who's doing what. Ballboy, I believe Ballboy was setting some fast laps in practice while we were racing D1. He was in the team chat and yeah, it was quite competitive. You've got Ovid River, they're in 4th at the minute. Seems to be getting on better with that FT1 now. Just some great set advice from a guru earlier on.
I do hope Ovid River has a very, very good drive today.
I think so. And this is the real Tri-Z, I think we're going to pronounce that. He is a driver today. He's coming in for Corvette West. There's going to be a couple of changes being made. AJ is going to be driving for Raven West in D1. And the real Tri-Z, he's going to be taking... Go on, you can.
Can I call him Riccardo Patrese just so that I can say his name properly?
You can do, although it's not his real name, but we'll let you off.
It sounds similar. The real Tracy, Ricardo Tracy. It's all the same thing.
No,
will the real Tracy please stand up? We'll maybe go for that instead. Oh dear. Do you know what? I learnt something new yesterday. For those that are listening, just for Shane, if he's listening, if Red Red Wine was a song that was out when you were born, you be 40-ish right now.
One week you're going to get a good joke out.
Well, we'll see. I'm not sure whether this room's a little bit later setting up, so I'm not sure. We're probably overdue I nearly said a plastic start then.
And Ed, you're still classed as, Jeff, should I say, you're still classed as in the pits.
Am I really?
Yes.
That may be why. Let me just come right out. I need to click that one as well, don't I? There you go. Now I should be classed as not in the pits.
Now you are no longer in the pits.
Oh, and we've cut there to Ballboy, who's no longer on the track. We're having a very, very good day so far today.
How was your race today?
Yeah. So it's a Sunday.
Mahogany is nice.
Although I am an English Irishman, I shall take heed from my American brethren and exercise my right to the Fifth Amendment.
Can I just ask, do one of you have the stream on in the background?
I do. Do you want me to mute it? There you go.
Yeah, I can hear it myself. It's horrible.
I
don't really care myself in general, never mind twice.
Just wanted to check the audio was working.
So I've been doing some research on this track, and instead of learning the corner names, I've been giving them my own again.
Okay.
So instead of the Lesnos, because obviously it's the Leses, we have the Dennis and Dawson complex. After Les Dennis and Les Dawson. Instead of Ascari, I'll be referring to that as my childhood Atari. And I think I'm going to keep the parabolic the same, because I don't think what I was going to say is child friendly.
The Parahoden.
The Parahoden. We must be getting close to the practice start hour.
I'll just message the league management and just see how we're going to start. When start?
Whilst you're doing that, I shall jump over to social media corner.
We're bringing you something different today. While we may have to restart or rebuild the whole PlayStation to get the replay feature working, so we apologise that for some reason on mine it doesn't work. We do actually today, we're privileged and lucky to have a man in a chopper today, and we'll cut over to Stato. And what's the view like from above, Stato?
I see sky.
Wow.
You're looking the wrong way. Try down over.
Alright, then I say BT Sport.
So far in social media corner, we have Grim45 saying how start, Smalley saying when start, Ibersawhead saying Stato, and Iceman Kimmy, hi Iceman Kimmy, when start. I make my way over from social media corner back to my prime location for watching races.
Right, let's just have a look. We only appear to have 9 drivers in the room at the moment.
And Smalley says the parrot loves Astro.
We're waiting for Lavesh, and that appears we're all waiting for N. So let's just have a look on the start list for today and see who who we're waiting for. 1 second.
I was thinking for today's pre-race antics we can have a game of Guess the Drink. Are you ready? Guess the drink.
Is it liquid based?
It is liquid based, that is correct.
Oh, wow.
There we go, I win. Next.
Right, I believe we're about to just get on the practice start. We're just waiting for, I think everyone's in now. Robbo is, I think Robbo might need to just enter. He's spectating at the moment.
Iceman Kimmy saying it's whiskey for him. Unfortunately, that wasn't whiskey. I have a Sorehead says rum. Unfortunately, it's not rum that I'm drinking.
Right, I think we're ready for a practice start now. Let's just dive back into spectator corner. I would go, Rod, for maybe a cheeky cherry Pepsi Max.
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it was close, but man, it wasn't even close.
A standard Pepsi Max.
It is not a Pepsi-based product.
Is it
Iceman
a?
Kimmy is going for vodka. It is not vodka, but it does mix well with vodka.
Is it a Pepsi? Is it a Pepsi rival?
It is not a Pepsi rival.
Oh. The Jus de Lemonade, which is actually French
No.
for
The
lemonade.
closest to it is I have a Sorehead for so far. You drinking that heart attack juice again? Correct, I am.
Oh. Anyway, I'll give us 1 sec while we go to this practice start. I do believe we're going to have quite a quiet race here today. We've only got 12 drivers in. Lav Sesh is away. Jackson second. He's going to cut. Just switch the cameras on to. There you go. Now away. Now, hopefully.
I hope that was just a practice start.
I hope it was a practice start.
Yes, Harley, other fizzy drinks are available.
I do hope that was a practice start because we're away with Cat. Yeah, that was. Wow. Otherwise, that would have been quite an interesting way to start the day.
Dr.
Jan
Coop
saying
has
hello.
it right. It was a Red Bull.
A Red Bull.
Dr. Co-op.
Dr. Coop has it right.
I wonder
It was a Red Bull.
I wonder if it was bought from one of his establishments.
No, it was not bought from a co-op. It was actually bought from an Asda. There are other supermarkets available. So I'll stay over here in social media corner for a little bit until the race heats up.
Can do. The River out, chasing down Ready Shaven. He'll be just putting some more laps in. He's slowly getting to grips with that car, actually.
The Batmobile. That FT1 is very Batmobile-esque.
It is. It's actually a really, really good car to drive. I know I have a bias towards it.
It's an Lexus though, is it?
No. But it's done alright so far this season. There you go. Aldi's finest Red Bull, more like it. Well, probably
Aldi's
correct
too
actually.
far away, that involves walking. No, it's Asda's finest Red Bull. Do bets,
So we've
please, podium.
So
I bet somebody's going to win.
Yep, I think Dot Co-op's got it right there. I think somebody will. And if it's not the guy in first, it'll maybe be the guy who beats him.
It's either going to be won by the guy in first or the guy who beats him. I can give even odds on that.
I do believe. Oh. Smallest.
I think Ready Shaven could be a bit of a dark horse today.
He's been very quick. I think he's driven D1 this season already.
He has.
I think he depped for Corvo West, I think, in the early part of the season.
No, he stood in for Jan earlier this season.
Reddy's going for Iceman Kimmy is going for Reddy, Ballboy, AJ, Win, P1, P2, P3.
Yes, drove 3
also
races.
a good call.
He's a Phoenix reserve apparently.
We're getting ready to start the final now.
Right, here we go then, ladies, gents, boys, girls, and all those.
And Michael Small.
And it is round 6 at Monza.
Monza's a great track, but this first chicane is either going to go very, very well, or it will be carnage. And I think I've got 20p from Ash's wallet today on what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to have contact in the first corner, but we'll see. Wait for the lights. Lights are on. And we go. And we're away.
Go.
We'll see how this first chicane goes. It wasn't as bad as it could have been in the D1 race. It seemed to get through fairly. Going 3 deep. Jax has made a good turn. There's contact in there at the minute. I think there's a little bit further back.
There is a car around.
Here we go.
BJ Robbo is
Robbo's
on the
around.
runoff area now. I need to get up the damage report, Captain.
Yeah. I am going to rebuild my PlayStation this week and try and get this replay situation working. Jax is looking very strong. That Merck's removal car been driving it. Lab says she's doing a little bit squirrely at the second chicane. Coming down
side by side with Dr. Robot, commentator extraordinaire.
Wow, they've gone side by side all the way around
That was round Dennis.
Round Dennis. Yep.
And into Dawson now.
So Tom's away at the minute. You've got
lovely through the 2 lasers.
Super Bounty, who I think is going to be a new driver for Gwen's boys. I was told last week to emphasise the Z. He's jumped back up the front. AJ's at the back again. I know it was very, very late to the Corvo West team, and therefore didn't get full setup on his car in the D1 race. He will be right at the front for that great team in the coming weeks, I'm sure. Jax is at the moment is away. He's got just under a second in front of Ballboy, who's got a slightly increasing gap now over Fifi, who's in a safe-ish place for Lab System. This is where the action is. You've got 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and probably 9th. Or well, you've got basically 4th downwards. It's 2 wide over the river. See who breaks later into the. I think Lab System's maybe just tucked in behind us. Good move there, sensible move there. Last thing you want to do is go off this early. But over the river puts him on a slightly unnatural line through his game, but he's held the place.
There's been a good move there from Super Bounty on Ready Shaving for 7th as well in the first turn.
Super Bounty's a quick driver as well. He's quick in F1. See Labs this another outbreaker move this way, the other way round. Tom's trying to go up the inside of both.
3 in there. Oh, that's
superb move from Tom.
That's some brilliant driving from all 3 of them drivers there.
I wasn't sure he was going to pull it off without going deep, but he has. So now you got the river's off, coming through Dennis. That's unfortunate. You've just got one wheel on the Astro on the outside there.
I was going to say, I think you got one wheel on you there, Ed, and it just spat his back end. And
whoa!
It's only
Jax must have gone up as well. Just
so
jumped back up the front. Jax must have gone up because Ballboy's taking the lead.
Oh, it's 4 to 1 does not go into a scarring.
Well, they've gone through.
No, they seem to have got through all right.
That robot there, very well held. Contact from Shaver then.
Shaver having a bit of side-by-side action there.
Lavash is back down the inside of Super Bounty.
Got slightly wide. Oh, Shaver's up the inside of him, and Robot as well. Robot's having a good drive today in 7th. And then you've got AJ in 9th. Lavash right behind AJ in 10th. and then you've got. We'll keep an eye on this gap with Robbo and Otherd River. I keep on see.
Fifi's round on the exit of the first chicane.
It's been reset. Which puts him right back into the clutches now of Robbo and Otherd.
Ready Shaven and Super Bounty are running very close to each other here.
Ball Boy's away with it now. We've just got 4 seconds. Jax is in a safe place. Tom as well safe. So the battle is now going to be 4th, 5th. There's a couple of nice little tasty battles in here. The one between Super Bounty and Shaven and Robot AJ and Ricardo Petresi, as Stato was going to call him. Kimmy's asking for
battles. Super Bounty and Ready Shaven. Very good battle.
And you got the real Tracy, who's having a good run in his first race out. But the battle, like you say, started is between 4th and 5th at the moment.
The only thing this Porsche suffers with is the straight line. But if he gets in the slipstream, he's got a half a chance.
It's going to make a move up the inside here. It's going to be who's later on the brakes. I think Super Bounty just dipped that slight bit for earlier. But he's going to have a good run out onto the straight. The move's probably going to be repaid along the straight somewhere. The Mercedes is very, very quick in a straight line. But it's allowing Robot, AJ and the real Tracy to catch up. It's going to be tight again into this first chicane between these two. Super Bounty's got it. Is Shaven going to back it? He's just lifted just to guarantee they're both through.
It looks like a three-way battle towards the back of the grid between Otherd River, Fifi and BJ Robbo.
Oh, it is. That's got a pen.
2 become 1 there.
I think he had a penalty going into that chicane, which he's just lost. I think he's lost. He scrubbed that penalty. It's just close. It's going to be no doubt an overtaking mood down into this next chicane. We'll see how this comes off.
Can you get the race details on the feed?
Yeah, sorry, I thought they were on. I didn't notice them earlier. There we go.
Meanwhile,
so there you go.
Ball Boy is pulling away. He's nearly 6 seconds clear of Jax.
I think Ball Boy had a good run out in the last race as well. Just dive back onto the race details to see where did I think last week was his first race, and I think I want to say he was on the podium.
He had a good run at Dragon Trail.
It would help if I was looking on the D. Let's look on the D2 ones. They'd be more relevant today.
AJ's just made a move down the inside of Dr. Robot, and he's made it stick, and he's around, and that's probably AJ on his charge up at the front now. Oh, but Dr. Robot's making a move straight back on him.
And just further up the field as well, you've got Ready Shaven as well. There's a move. 2 identical moves going into here. First one I think we've got away with. No. There's a little bit of contact there. Super Bounty and Ready Shaven did well to get through there together. Coming down into the second chicane, we're going to see another hard braking move down here because Shaven's right in his slipstream. Super Bounty holds the outside, Shaven's up the inside of him here. They're both going to get through okay. It's a good move there. Real good clean overtake. At the minute the battle is between Robot and AJ. Must be difficult for AJ jumping now between 2 cars.
He seemed to get very unlucky in the first race, AJ.
Yeah, he's gone through. I think Robot got slightly wide.
AJ in, and it's also who's that bit? The real I'm just going to call him Terry. It's allowed Terry in onto Dr. Robot as well, who's now
just
also
jumping back up the front of the race now. We've got Ball Boys away with 7 seconds. set 47.9, which still would have been a very, very competitive time in the D1 race as well. I think it was only very, very low 47s. 47 flat, I think, was the fastest lap in the first race. He's got a half-second penalty, but with a 7-second lead over Jax, he's got enough time to scrub that. The gap between Jax and Tom is fairly static between second and third at just over 2 seconds. The Porsche isn't the quickest car, like you say, Starter, but it looks fast.
The only concern that I've got for Tom is watching him at the minute. He's topping out in 6th gear, so I wonder when he gets into the slipstream with Jax whether he's going to have enough to get past.
Dr. Robot Terry just went side by side into the first corner. It was a beautiful move.
So we've now got 2 of the Tag Heuer cars in 3rd and 4th, which is going to be another good result for them. I think they had the first OFR podium lockout in GTS earlier on in the season, which is impressive for a team result. Super Bounty's now gapped AJ, and what I say, just gapped him, just picked up a penalty there. AJ's actually pulling that gap back in. The battle now is between the real Tracy and Robot. There's 0.3 of a second between them, which is nothing around here. I'd imagine Robot's lifting a little bit, not to collect him on the in the corners.
I've been watching.
Oh, big smash! Big smash! AJ is round.
Can he get back on the track safely?
And I know he was very, very close with these guys here. Robot a little bit squirrely on the back end there, coming through Ascari, I believe. We'll just jump back, just run through everyone so everyone gets a little bit of TV time. We've got that. Lav Sessions in 8th, he seems recovered. Then he's starting to pick up now. And then you've got BJ Romo 9th, Ovid River in 10th, and Fifi, who's now got places to make back up, carrying a penalty as well. It's a better showing from Ovid River today. He's a better driver than his results have shown so far. Much better driver.
Oh, Reddy Shaven's going round the outside of Super Bounty into turn 1.
We have a live from social media corner. Ivan Sawhead says AJ might be round, but he's not more round than Ash.
Wow. I believe we have an admirer. This is going to be quite tight here again. It's a shame we're going to try and go up the inside. He's alongside. Oh, a little tap there. He's made it stick. That was close. I think it might be a mild bit of contact. Nothing bad there. Racing contact. Now he's got 7.7 seconds to his teammate Tom in 3rd, who's just appeared to have taken Jax. Well, they're alongside each other. Jax is going to call inside here. Oh, he backed out. He's lifted. I don't think he was quite close enough to make that stick there.
Now the only thing I wonder is, will Tom have enough?
He's picked up a penalty. I think we'll see now. Jax has picked up a 1-second penalty, and we're approaching now what's going to be sort of like the first pit window. It's sort of around lap 6, 7, 8 is when some people may start diving in. I think Ballboy will probably be in at the end of this lap. His tyres are really worn. Tom's in.
Ballboy's carried on. Tom's in.
Which leaves Jax away in 2nd. And his tyres, I think Jax will be in at the end of this lap as well. His tyres
Super Bounty's in. Dr. Robot's in.
So's Real Tracy. I think most people now are going to be on that end of lap 7. So that puts us Robbo in 5th and Ovid River in 6th. Obviously on a pit stop stagger. Ovid River's tyres look really good for a 7-lap stint. I think he could do. There's a possibility he could have. Oh, he's just getting a little bit loose on the back end there, but well held.
After spending a little bit of time with Othad practicing this week, he has been very good on tyres.
He has.
Well, I say practicing while spying for Rod and Pollux.
I'm just jumping back up to the front here, guys. If you look at Ballboy's lap times, 47, 48, 48, 49 on tyres that are as worn as they are, which is impressive lap times.
It's very impressive.
I'd imagine he'll be in this lap. Those fronts are really worn. We'll just stick with him down here into the Parahoden and just see if he decides he's going to take a pit stop this lap or carry on.
I believe we've had an off somewhere on the track towards the chicane, the second chicane. I believe Terry has went off there. He's got rear wing damage, rear aero damage and rear tyre damage. But it's light damage in D2 at the moment, so that should wear off in a couple of corners.
Oh,
Ballboy is in. Is Jack's going to follow him in? Jax is in as well. And I would imagine Shaven's going to come in this lap as well. So Shaven is in. So your top three are all in the pits. Tom's pitted, so that puts Tom into the lead on the road. Will he come out in front? No, he's just come out just behind Ballboy and Jax. So the resume, it's going to be tight. Jax lifts his very good move driving there from Jax. There was no point in pushing for that move when Tom was up to full speed. He was just on his way out the pits. So the only change on the pits.
Going to pull out there in front of Tom.
I think the only change on the stagger there is I believe Tom and Jax have swapped places. So the undercut there for Tom did work.
So yet again from social media corner, Jan is saying Newcastle has entered the chat. Maybe.
Kawasaki.
I was so ahead. Has said the northern commentator sounds very ginger.
I'm starting
that one neither.
I'm starting to get an inkling as to who either Sorehead may be.
I do believe it's a Mr. Fuller.
I was going to say, I hope you enjoy your camping trip. Team Hamazaki. A little note there from Smalley. Let's have another look through here, see if we've got Hawaii Oded.
Tell you what, mate, Tom is flying. He's just gone purple in the middle sector.
Both might be looking to make a move on last sesh very soon as well.
Oh, he's just gone. He's held that.
He's a little bit wide through Dennis, but he's on his way down into Atari and still holding with him.
Atari? And it comes out of Atari into Commodore. Oh, he's looking to go around the outside. Wow, that's a move.
Oh, what a move. Oh, Third River, I doff my cap to you, young sir.
That's the move of the day, that. So Tom's really pulled this gap back to Ballboy in now. Ballboy's got a 1 second penalty and the gap stands at 1.8. So although it shows 1 second penalty, it always takes a little bit longer because you've got to slow down and accelerate. So your 1 second pen is normally closer to 2 seconds.
Last session's right alongside Orthed coming down the main straight again as well. Orthed's holding the middle lane, nice and defensive. Last session's now looking down the inside. They got outbreak each other. He just fell back.
Great driving
he might
there.
Actually drop a place to the car behind.
It's good driving there.
was looking for a move. Some lovely defensive driving from Orthed.
And he
last session
knew he wasn't alongside far enough. He did. That's responsible driving there. It's good to see.
Meanwhile, Tom has picked up a small penalty up front, but he still didn't have as much of a penalty as Ballboy.
No, I think these two will probably let these penalties run to the next stop, or just try and scrub a small amount in each corner. Because Ballboy's took another 10th off his penalty there, and Tom's taken a couple of tenths off his. So they're balancing each other out here. But Tom has got the faster run at the moment. And it won't be long if these two start battling. He's going to put Jax right back in, because Jax is gaining ever so slightly. He's just took two tenths out of him nearly in the run between Ascari and the Parabolica.
New fastest stop for Tom, 1:47.767.
Tom's going to be just picking up the slipstream as well, I think, from Ballboy. Although Ballboy's just taken a couple of tenths out of him on the straight.
Tom, I think, is topping out at 163, 164. miles an hour as well, so I think that's going to start affecting getting to the end of the straights.
Shaver's from 4th, who's now we've got Robot, like you say, as Mr. Sir Commentator of Commentatorville, I think, who's now in 5th.
Oh,
really good strong run from today.
BJ Robbo, Othed River and Love Sesh were going 3 aside down the main straight.
They still are.
BJ Robbo's through. Oh.
They've all made it through. I think there's a position change there. AJ's gone up the side of Othed there.
AJ's got it through. Jan is saying social media corner is the best thing to happen in OFR for a while.
Fantastic. We'll try and get some more information from the helicopter today for Jan as well. There's a bit of cloud overcoming, it would have been a little bit later on at night, but we'll jump to Stato in the chopper now and just see if you've seen anything from above.
Loads more sky.
Loads more sky.
You're still looking the wrong way.
Good.
Sorry, I said BT Sport. Next.
Othed losing positions quicker than Ash eats chicken wings. Well.
I don't think that's physically possible. Ash actually holds the world record for chicken wing eating.
We're just back up to the front here now. We've now got the gap between Ballboy and Tom is 0.4 of a second. And Tom's got a 0.4 second penalty. Tom's scrubbed his, so don't think it's close enough here. I would imagine there'll be a move here, or an attempted move down into the second chicane. We'll stay with these two for a bit now.
Dr. Co-op also loving social media corner.
And hello to Iceman King. I'm sorry you weren't racing today, my friend.
We are going to try and... What's the weather like in the chopper? Sky?
The weather is a bit of ELO.
It's Mr. Blue Sky, is it?
ELO, I thought we were saying.
Well, I hate you. Can't escape it. So I'm not even going to answer that, Mr. Puller from social media corner. It's out when it's out.
So we've now got just going a bit further back down the field. Reddy Shaven's in a safe 4th place now. It's not really gaining or losing, so Robot back down in 5th. I needed to host in my grocery stories next week. Well, we must at this point say that although we have a preference to our shopping establishments, that there are others available. However,
side by side between Othed River and Laugh Sesh.
coming down into Ascari, who's on the inside.
And he's got him.
These two have been battling lap after lap.
Yeah. Overth River's having a great race today. He did say earlier on that he would rather...
That's a good save.
He was a good, clean drive and a competitive drive today was his aim. And he is a much better driver than his results have shown so far. Good lad, although he has got a dodgy preference in football establishments. The real trade...
I do believe Othed River is the first Mancunian biker I've ever met.
Possibly. There's something on here. The gap now between Ballboy and Tom's come out to 1.3. I don't know whether Tom's maybe run deep.
I tell you what, I have noticed. Tom's lighter on fuel than Ballboy, so I think you show fuel to get a bit closer to Ballboy in our first stop. So I think that might go against him for the second stop.
I would say that Tom's possibly going to stop lap 14 and go 778 and pull his two stops slightly early. I think it's going to be the battle of the penalties between these two. I think the slight chicane, I wouldn't say cutting, but it's very difficult in this game. The two chicanes, you can hit the same line every time and just an inch further to one side, and you can be off. I'd say what we're going to do, we might have competition. I'm just looking at the amount of comments that we've had. 192 so far in Social Media Corner, which is the most I've seen at any OFR race we've commented on. 193.
I think we can get this up to at least 250 by the end of this race on social media.
I think at least.
And if not, I'll just
Tom and Ballboy side by side.
Ballboy's just got the inside.
Jan says he's going to go and play Fall Guys. Lol. Ash, have you played Fall Guys yet?
Have you downloaded it?
Oh no, Tom
trying to get on the gas. I think a little bit early. I don't think there was a mass amount of contact there. I think he just tries to squeeze the throttle a little bit. There's cones bouncing all over the track, which makes a change from people putting them there deliberately.
Do you know anyone who puts them there deliberately, Ed?
I do not. I think it's an irresponsible and childish move to make. But it has opened the gap up now to 4 seconds back to Tom, who's got 3.5, nearly 4 back to Jax. So I think barring any accidents, this could be your podium. Although Reddy Shaven is starting to nibble away at that lead that Jax has got. It's only hovering around 3 seconds. And Dr. Robot's having a real good run in 5th today.
Live from social media corner, Bagpuss says he believes the most he's ever saw is 400 in an F1 race. So that's where goal people come on. 401 comments.
We should.
Ivor Sorehead says, Ash, I'm on your inside, Wilson.
I'm always on the inside.
Let's just dive. So Super Bounty's in 6th. He's got a safe gap there, back down to Fifi.
I think Tom's going to be in this lap. He's got the flashing red light of doom.
Over the river, he's now up to 8th.
And Tom's in.
And he's got AJ. AJ's down in 11th. It's really not at the best of days today.
A little bit of a mare today.
He's not had the best of days. AJ's been running away with it so far. So it's just we're now 211. We're going to have to come up with some sort of prize for this. We'll speak to the league organisers.
I believe it's 20p out of Ash's wallet.
20 pence. His wallet's grown then. It's normally because he just trades over. Right, we've got Super Bounty and Robert. We've got 9th, 10th and 11th in the pits. Lav says Super Bounty, Fifi, Real Tracy is still out. He's taking that, so we'll jump back up. Let's jump back up to mid-pack and see what we've got.
Backflux is saying, some say AJ is driving using voice command today, and that Siri is not being very helpful.
Well, we've got a little battle on here, 5th, 6th and 7th. Over the River, BJ, Robbo and Robot. The 2 Corva West cars are going to have to come in and pit, and I would think they'll either be in this lap or the next lap, but a good showing by them. 5th and 6th at the moment. And Robot there in 7th, so he's on the stagger. He's going to take the place back, and I believe he will run to the end now. You got AJ is in 8th, who's going to have to pit again, and Super Bounty, who has pitted. Fifi back in 10th. Lav Sesh in 11th. Ballboy's in the pits now.
I think Ricardo Patrese just had a bit of an incident coming out the second chicane.
Yeah, I'm just looking to jump back here. Ballboy and Reddy Shaver in the pits. Tom must have pitted last lap. So Tom has fuel to the end and got tyres to the end now. So we'll watch this closely, see where it comes out in relation to Ballboy, see if his undercuts works a second time. It's a 6. It's rapidly coming down because it's just come out of the pits, but I believe he has gained a little bit because he'd had that slip coming out of the first chicane towards the end of his middle stint.
Right,
Robot is having a reasonable race. I think he's having a more than reasonable race, mate, to be honest. Gwen's boys, I believe the Z needs to be emphasised. We were told off for that last week, so sorries. Robot for F1. So, Ballboy, I'm not sure if this penalty is the one he's carried over from before the stint. But it's now at 3.7 seconds, and Tom is starting to whittle away at that. It's going to come down by about 2, maybe 3 tenths a lap. So we need to keep a close eye on this.
Castle robot for Gwen's boys. First driver.
He is the first Gwen's boys driver. I hit enter accidentally. I didn't see accidentally or enter accidentally driving today, but maybe that's not what you meant on here. So we have Tom's taking about another 0.3 out of Ballboy's lead here. So we've got Jax now, who is pretty static in third. Ready Shaven, who's holding a solid fourth, and Robot is having. If he keeps on the track here, he's got a fifth. And let's just dive back onto the race stats from this season and see. I think that might be Robot's highest result of the season. Where's the Stato facts? It's time for. Let's jump back up to the chopper. I know we've got sky above and clouds below, but let's just see if Stato's got a stat. I was going to try to do something that rhymed then, but can't. So, stat of the day, Stato, hit us.
The closest ever F1 finish was at Monza.
Was it really?
That's all I can really give you. Yes, it was.
Do you know what? That's nearly as much as we got last week when you didn't have any and then told us the entire history of the Red Bull ring.
Doc Cooper saying Ballboy keeps cutting that second chicane. That'll explain why he keeps getting a penalty.
Yeah, it's one of.
I haven't seen it. I've not been paying attention.
We'll stick with these two for a lap because this is essentially the race, the battle for the win, and they've had. It's time to give them some airtime. Really, he's starting to scrub that penalty there. The gap's now staying constant back to Tom, about 3.3 to 3.2, and just to say that it took under 3 seconds.
Bill Babbage is saying, tell us a joke. So I went to the doctor's the other day and I said I was having these vivid dreams where I was floating in an orange river surrounded by soda cans. He said, don't worry, it's just a fantasy.
Oh dear. Well.
Oh, I can see something else out of the chopper. That's right, tumbleweed.
Do you know what? I don't know. I presume most of us on here have got kids. I was talking to my lad earlier, and he said to me, "Dad, can you tell me what a solar eclipse is?" No, son.
Oh no! How did that take us so long to get that one?
There you go. There you go.
It's getting congested from 6th to 9th.
Here we go. Oh, I'm not sure these faces. How does a cat bake? From scratch. Yep. That's very, very good. The gap now between Ballboy and Tom is staying constant around 3.3, so maybe they're now on sort of like equal tyre wear, equal fuel. It's going to be interesting to watch and see whether Tom can pull this back now. The gap to Jax in third is increasing. It's now up to about 8 seconds. And he's actually... Oh, this is going to get tight now. He's now got 2.2 back to Ready Shaven, but he's carrying a 1.2 second penalty. So it'd be as wise to keep his foot in.
6th to 10th, there's a great little battle coming here. BJ Robbo, Super Bounty, Othad River, Fifi and AJ.
I want to... Oh, Jan's got a joke for us. A woman walks into a library and asks if they had any books about paranoia. Librarian, they're right behind you. Do you know what? Actually, Jan, I went to a library last week, Jan, and asked if they had any books on turtles, and she said hardback. I said, yeah, with dead short legs. If a tree falls in a forest and nobody's there to hear it, then my illegal logging company is a success. Well done. Well done.
I do like that one.
Here we go.
Side by side action. AJ and Super Bounty and BJ Robbo.
This is going to be tight. It's going to see. I think Robbo will just take it. He's got the inside. Oh, the River sat behind them, just waiting to pick up anything that might go amiss here. These three are really, really close.
I'm loving these jokes. Castle Racing says he was wondering why the baseball was getting bigger and bigger. Then it hit him.
Oh dear, don't get me started. I know many of us haven't been away this year on holiday, but last time I went away on holiday, I had to take the airline company to court after my luggage went missing. I lost the case. Anyway, let's go back to all this. This is 6th, 7th and 8th here. It is really, really close. All three of them got through there. Overdriver's going to have a real good drive down onto him into the second chicane here. Super Bounty's gone. He's just going to try and send him to the outside. He's taking the correct line through here. He is. Overdriver's gone. Just dive to the inside there. He's going to go inside him onto this chicane. No! Is he going to make it? No, he just lifts. Thankfully, he's just lifted. Saved a little bit of contact there. Got on the power a little bit early in the mind, a little wiggle. But if you're careful, you're going to have AJ join this as soon. AJ's right on the back of this group now. This is now a 4-way battle for 6. So let's just have a look, see what the gap back to 5th is. Robot's in a very steady 5th in his Mercedes for Gwen's boys. Safe. It's going to have a safe result there, but a really, really good drive. And there's a lot more F1 than GTS. Quicker than an F1 car.
Somebody just went off. Who's that just went off? I'm sure I just seen somebody running right.
It's Super Bounty by the looks of it. You've got. It was Super Bounty that's gone off. He's dropped back down to 9th now, and you've got the River starting to pull BJ Robbo back in. These three are going to get together, and I think there's a little bit of practice goes on between these two teams as well. Just to pull them back up. But yeah, you've got the battle at the minute is between, it's going to be tasty into this first chicane between the River and AJ. AJ's on the outside, the River on the inside. Who's going to brake later? Oh, I think AJ just braked that little bit late. He's made it stick. What a move around the outside. I fully expect AJ now to pull back in BJ Robbo. It's unusual for AJ to be this far down. He's not had this. It's the best day.
It's just been a recovery drive from AJ today. Just make sure he gets some points to keep a little bit more of the championship lead.
We just need to dive back to the chat here with Phil Babbage. I remember my dad's last words before he kicked the bucket. He said, "Son, how far do you think I can kick this bucket?" that's going to tickle me. That's going to tickle me. So let's concentrate more on the racing now. We've got Ball Boys now at 3 seconds. I think he's going to hold this to the end. Tom's pace for pulling that back has just slipped a little bit. So it's only 3 seconds with 2 laps left. It's doable. One little mistake from Ball Boy is going to throw Tom right back into it. Reddy Shaven's now taking Jax for 3rd. So we're going to have 2 drivers on the podium there for the tag team.
To make a move on BJ Robbo.
And we're about to have the 300th comment in this live shit. Who's going to be? Who's going to be comment number 300? See who's got the fingers on the buttons right now.
Ooh, AJ's going around the outside of BJ Robbo around the Parahoden, and it looks like he's made it stick.
No,
if he gets a good run out the Gary's away.
Ash Wilson was the 300th comment. He had slight inside information there, I think. It's nice to see all the chat going on in the chat. It's the one thing that OFR's got. It's good banter and camaraderie amongst the drivers as well. So AJ was trying to go around the outside. This is going to be. He's made it. He's done it again. 2 laps on the trot there. AJ's gone around the outside into that first chicane, and this has put BJ Robbo and the River right into each other's clutches here.
This is going to be a last lap extravaganza, this one, isn't it?
It is. Oh, there's a move down here into the first. Oh, AJ's gone deep. AJ's gone deep.
He's gone deep.
And Robbo's gone through. And the River's on the outside.
Going down at the Dennis.
He's gone round the outside.
He's gone round the outside of him on Dennis.
That is a move.
What a move. Oh, there. Yet again, I doff my cap to you.
Ballboy's now in. He's got 4-second lead now as he goes on to his last lap over Tom. So Tom's charged for the win has just slipped. Reddy Shaven's in a safe third place now, so keeps on the tarmac, keeps on the grey stuff. He will take a second and third for the Tag Heuer team. Jack's robot's actually caught him. He's actually taken 4 or 5 seconds out of him over the last couple of laps, so maybe Jack's a slight off. But a good result from Robot today. BJ Robbo in 6th with Oh the River stays 3/4 of a second behind. It'll be interesting to see now if AJ can make up this 1.4 to get back on the back of these two now. A little bit of a squiggle there coming out of the Parabolica, so it may just be that it's back. Bussy saying, I think AJ must be grounded, clearly his mum is driving for him. Well, quite possibly. Not met AJ's mum, but I've heard she's nice. It's Paul Boy's way this now. We're going to watch him come across the line here. It's been a good drive for him today. I think probably not last week, but the week before was when he took a podium, I believe. We're now at 333. Before we set the challenge of seeing how high we could get, we're now up to 333. Comet 335. Bulby's got a great win here. He's taken put 2 seconds into Tom over the last few laps. So watch across the line. Dominant win. He would certainly have had the award for most laps led today, I believe, as well. Great win there for the Capri Sun team.
Brilliant win for Ball Boy.
Tom, great second. We'll watch Shaven across the line into 3rd. Good result there for the Tag Heuer team. I think that certainly puts them into a really, really strong shout in the team championship for this. I mean, they were away with that already. They had an 8-point lead going into this. Jacks for Gwen's boys. Good result for Gwen's boys in 4th and 5th.
Brilliant result.
They're away, and we'll watch Robot across the line. Fantastic result for him today. Great drive, solid drive, no real mistakes throughout the thing. We've now got
well done, Dr. Commentary.
BJ Robbo and Oh the River. We're going to come to, they're very, very close to the 6th and 7th. I think they'll follow each other across the line here. I think there's just not quite enough straight line left for Other to get across the line in front. But good result there in 6th, 7th. AJ in 8th and goes off as he crosses the line. Super Bounty in 9th, which is a good result for them. Gwen's boys having a good team result today, 4th, 5th and 9th. Fifi across the line in 10th. A little bit of a wobble there across the line. Lav Sesh is going to be next across the line. Oh, there was very, very close between Lav Sesh and the real Tracy there for the final 2 places. Terry. So we've only actually got a couple of drivers there penalty free in that race. 380 is what we got by the time the race finished. So that's our challenge for next week, is see how many, if we can see if we can beat 380 comments. Thanks for watching.
Still going up.
It will be. Oh, are we going to top that 400? Are we going to top that 400?
Not to end the stream. We're not allowed to end the stream. We'll keep the stream going until we hit 401.
We've got to actually do the post-race goodbye and thank you. If anybody wants to watch later, we are going to be racing F1 Division 3 at Hanoi at 7 o'clock. If anybody fancies to watch, thanks for watching. Thanks to Stato in the Sky. And Rod Hammerbush for his comments. Look at it with 415. Right, that's the cap now. 415 is where we're going to take at the end, and we'll see if we can beat that next week. Thanks for the humour. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate the support, and we will see you all next week.